Minecraft as a sandbox game is so versatile and massive that people have started creating mini-games within it. From parkour to spleef and anything in between, the possibilities are virtually endless. This fact would not escape the players of the oldest blind server in Minecraft though, so they would embark on an adventure to create a minigame of their own. The scale of this build would be like nothing the Blindcrafters had ever undertaken before, and they would have to majorly improve on almost all aspects of gameplay and skill to pull it off. This is the story of the largest ice track built in survival Minecraft. This is Moobloom Speedway. The process started a little over a year ago at the time of this recording, when Logic, the server owner, was looking for a new place to build a town. The location he picked just happened to have a large ice spikes biome offshore that needed to go, and the players of Blindcraft are not much for wasting materials, so an idea of how to utilize all of this ice was formulated, and the players decided on building an ice track with the resulting materials. But here on Blindcraft, we rarely do anything small, so we would need more ice than we knew what to do with. But they soon discovered that this would produce inadequate yields for the project they had planned. So after a few streams collecting sand and a gunpowder farm build later, they would transition over to collecting ice with TNT instead. This would prove to be adequate, and within hours, we had the ice we needed. The next step was to pick a location and a route for the track. The players wanted the track to be seen by everyone who joined the server, and for it to send players flying past some of the best structures the server had to offer, so they anchored the finish line to a small island close to 0-0. The players would then formulate a plan to make the outline of the track out of renewable smooth stone from Logic's factory. They would use the smooth stone to outline the course of the track through the spawn region, and then go back and fill it in with ice like a giant coloring book. Completing the outline of the track didn't end up being as simple as they had hoped though, because the projected path went straight through the middle of the property of several players. After the team put some money down and some stiff negotiations, the team was able to proceed. Looking at ice tracks on YouTube, we saw tracks 4 blocks wide, 6 blocks wide, even 7 blocks wide at the thickest. But this is blindcraft.org, and we do things big over here, so outside of compensating for the lack of vision, we ended up making the track 9 blocks wide on average and up to 13 blocks wide on the thicker turns. Racing through the map at tens of blocks a second is already fun enough, but having some cool monuments and structures to fly past and explore was exactly what the build needed to bring it to life. We constructed a radio tower with a fireworks show, a monument of one of our longtime builders, Danny G, and a tribute to the original Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 64. The builders would then install some rudimentary redstone, a slime launcher at the end of a jump here, a firework launcher there, but the redstone engineers would soon get wind of the project and would start bringing in much more complex contraptions. We would end up with some rather tasteful redstone for the second set of firework launchers in the course, some water and fire traps, and some of the most picture-perfect signal timing I've ever seen. The time would come though where I would finally have to call the project. We could have continued adding contraptions and builds and details, but the players wanted to race, so that's exactly what we did. It started slow, with some of the more unexperienced players learning how the boats handled, how to take turns, how to keep the boats straight, and how to handle boats off jumps. But after a while, some of the more advanced drivers were setting pretty good lap times, and even having some duels while flying down the track. After everyone reached a skill level such that they found the course fun, Logic would call as many players together as he could to have a friendly spin around the block. This is how that went. Welcome everybody to the first ever Blindcraft Grand Prix. Thank you all so much for coming. We're going to be doing 3 laps. You guys can drive dirty, you guys can shoot at each other, knock each other off the jumps, do whatever you want. Is everyone ready?
Yes.
All right. Amy, if you please. Oh no, someone's ramming me from behind. I guess that's part of it.
I didn't bring arrows.
It jerked my camera around really bad.
It's kind of part of it.
It is.
Bad driving. You're blind. So.
I'm actually doing pretty good with this lap so far. Someone's boat got stuck. Who am I right behind? I can't tell.
I have no idea.
I don't see anyone behind me. Oh, I just saw someone go from the other way. Oh, I just messed up.
I should press the camera. I just saw a big sword pass me.
It's a little scary, especially since people are
I feel
driving.
so safe. I'm at the front.
Are you serious? This is the
Are you
front?
behind me?
I'm in fourth.
I'm not directly behind you.
They're both right and left.
I just got up into the mountain.
I am entirely lost.
People are closer to me than they are.
Who just got up into the mountain ahead of me?
I just left the house.
I just left the mountain too, so I'm right behind Wolf.
I have to start my timer. I don't know how fast it's not.
You're not an amethyst.
He is at Amethyst.
Oh, I just barely missed a honey trap. Oh my gosh.
I'm at the checks.
Yep, I'm right behind.
Slime once was. That's actually scary.
I know, that was me.
It's like the
Right
slime.
there.
The slime like a swarm.
Dang, Amy's ahead of me too.
Everybody's
wow.
just passionate.
Like the
Didn't
gelatinous.
actually see that.
Lap 3.
Third party interference.
And I came in 8th place. Wow. But you know what? I had a good time. And I hope you guys did too. Because man, that was a massive undertaking. That build took over a year, and it probably took about a month for me to collect all of this footage and get this edit finished. But I really hope you guys enjoyed. If so, please consider dropping a like on the video. It really does help us continue to make projects like this. And I'll see you in the next one.